Today, on Be Something Wonderful, this ultimate manifesting technique is astonishingly simple. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Big morning today. I have two videos today. This first one is for the public channel. The following is for the membership channel. And they both kind of relate, but of course you don't need to see one to see the other. But all of it relates around some questions that came up in sessions, and then a beautiful email that I received from an email coaching client. I do offer an email coaching option. And as we were going back and forth, she had some amazing, astonishing, really powerful realizations. And she shared those with me. And I want to share them with you because they gave me tingles. I thought it was wonderful. And really what she demonstrated here is what we've really been talking about, well, that we're always talking about, but especially the last few months, the ultimate manifesting technique. The ultimate technique is you and your I amness. But what are we really talking about here? We're talking about living in love versus living in fear. This is what she discovered. And then another client who's having some big breakthroughs. One of them is an actor who is now starring in some movies, is getting roles, is becoming that person that he says that he's assuming that he is, right? Already. And then another one said, Tom, I get it, that being is the new doing, right? Being it. And I want to share what this email client, her conclusions, her insights, her awareness, her epiphanies, because it changes everything. And then in the video on the membership channel is another demonstration of that, where this guy's cell phone blew up with his girlfriend messaging him, and we'll talk about how that happened and what he did. So remember, this is what I've said many times, but specifically in some specific videos that this particular email client watched. It's not about doing, wanting, and desiring it. It's about being it. And this is what she said. I started to listen to your older videos, Lost in Thought and Your Voice. Something you said got my attention. In other words, got my awareness, right? Because remember, you're just awareness. We're just consciousness. We're that powerful consciousness. We're only consciousness. We're only awareness. We're only love. It got her love. It got her attention. It got her awareness. I put it on repeat. And the more I was listening to your words, the more I felt the truth in me. Wow. It was resonating. At that moment, it really brought me peace, like God was there touching the core of my being. So she had some big insights here. She felt something different. It wasn't a 3D feeling of fulfillment. It was deeper than that. It was more than that. It was that sense of that state of being fulfillment, of being love. So I want to hit this. She says here, her words, it's about being. It's that simple. She's giving you the technique right here. It's not me saying this is her saying this. It's about being. It's that simple. And without knowing, I was being fear, not love. Wow. She got it, that she was in that state of fear. She was being fear, not love. Like remember in the Gospel of Thomas, when Jesus says that you will, unless you seek the kingdom, you will live in poverty and you will be that poverty. Unless you know yourself, you will live in poverty and be that poverty. She was being fear. And remember, here's a real realization. Here's what came out with her and a few other clients. Fear is just an assumption of non-fulfillment. It's a state of unlove, which is impossible. There's no possibility of a state of unlove. That's an unreality. It's not reality. We are love. We are awareness. We are consciousness. We're that one energy of God. So there's only love. There's only source. There's only God. It's the only reality. And this is what A Course in Miracles says. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, this is what she says, and then this is what A Course in Miracles says. I'm tying this all in. She says, I don't know why at that moment it really brought me peace. So this video, this idea that it's not about doing anything, it's not about wanting or desiring anything, it's about being it. And she realized that she was being fear. And when she realized that, it brought her peace. She knew now that that's not a reality, that it's impossible to be fear. She's only love, right? And this is what A Course in Miracles says. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Well, that's what brought her peace. She felt the peace of God. She felt her true beingness, right? We're either being in fear or being in love, but we are love. So when we're being in fear, it's going to hurt. It's not going to feel good. That's what negative emotion is. Right? When you're living in an unloving state, or you're thinking or feeling unloving thoughts, it hurts and it feels negative. It feels unlike source because it's not natural to who you are. It's really what I talked about yesterday. She saw the unreality of fear or unlove, which can't exist. And here's what she goes on to say. Her insights are so powerful. I was expecting to feel something in me, like a shift or a click, right? She was looking, like a few of you now that are looking for that shift or click or something to change, looking to the outside world, but even looking at inside conditions, right? Inner conditions of thoughts and feelings for something to shift, when none of those are reality. Those inner thoughts and feelings and those outer conditions are not reality, right? So you're looking for a shift in the unreality. Right? And she goes, without realizing, there's no click that should happen. This is her big insight. There's no shift. It's just I am. And I've always been that which I wanted to be. Do you hear it? There was nothing to see, nothing to look for, nothing to feel, because I was already it all. She really got it. Looking for a shift and click, you're looking in conditions again, right? Either inner conditions or outer conditions. You're looking something to shift in the outside conditions or something to shift in the inner conditions with your thoughts and feelings. You're looking outside of reality. You are reality. That's where the shift, and no shift needs to be happening. You're already the shift. You're already the click. That's the click and shift. It's the non-shift. It's the non-click. Simply the awareness that you are love. You are the answer. You are the click in the shift. It's really the non-click, the non-shift. You don't go anywhere. Wow. I really want you to hear this. There's some subtleties of this, but it's powerful. And remember, in the original retranslated text of the modern day edited King James Bible, John 16, 22, 23, as shared by Greg Braden, which I've shared in other videos. These are the two missing sentences that were edited out of the modern day Bible. In John 16, 22, 23. Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire, that your gladness be full. Ask without hidden moment, without judgment, without needing or wanting or doing anything, right? Without feeling you need to do anything. It's without any motive at all. You are the answer. You remember, love is the answer, and it surrounds you. Love is your desire, and you're enveloped by it. Do you see it? Your gladness, fulfillment's already there. The answer is love. What you desire is love and fulfillment. And you are that. Do you see it? What you desire is love and fulfillment. The answer is love. You're surrounded by it. You're enveloped by it. You are always surrounded and enveloped by love because you are love. You are source. You are reality. I am that. How could someone live, and this is what she says, her insights are beautiful and powerful. And this was her response in some of our email coaching. She goes, how could someone living in fear see something else than fearful things? Do you see it? You'll only see your assumptions. And she's assuming fear. The unreality, something unlike love. How can you see anything else? That's all she saw. She's talking about what she was emailing about. I'm not going to go into details, but it's about her relationships in her life. With her son and with her ex and with other relationships, right? that she's always looking out there for something to improve, there's something to change, looking for the answer where it isn't, right? It's within her, right, to change all of that. So A Course in Miracles calls this the law of seeing. I love that, the law of seeing, the law of perception, the law of seeing. And this is what A Course in Miracles says. There's a light in you the world cannot see or perceive. And with its eyes, you will not see this light, for you are blinded by the world. You can't see it with the 3D eyes, with the 3D world. You can't see it out there. You can't even see it with those inner conditions of thoughts and feelings. This is the world of love. This is the world of the love of God reveals. The other one is wholly meaningless. The other world, the world of fear, the world that she had created, that now knows that that's unreal, is meaningless. It's meaningless. A Course in Meaning. Now hear this. Remember what we've talked about, that all conditions are meaningless. You give the meaning. And what's the only meaning that you can give to conditions? The love that you are. Right? Fear is meaningless. That world of fear is meaningless. You look upon that which you feel. In other words, what you assume and imagine within. And when you want only love, you will see nothing else. A Course in Miracles. You look upon that which you feel. This is the law of seeing. Within. In other words, that which you assume or imagine. And when you want only love, you will see nothing else. You want only love, you desire only love because you are love. Do you see it? You will not see anything else. That's the law of seeing. So, here's what she says. She goes on to say, I was hurting myself trying to control my fear, trying to be something more than I am. You can't be more than I am. You are everything, and when you try, it hurts. Right? Those assumptions hurt, that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy enough, that you don't have what you want. When you have all that you want, right? When you're looking in the, like I talked about yesterday, when you're looking in the opposite direction of source, without really knowing that I cannot be more because I am is already all there is. It's enough. It's perfect the way I am. It's not possible to be more. That's the only impossibility. You are everything. So that's going to hurt. That's going to feel bad, right? Because it's not natural. You already are all things. And it's unnatural to assume or to declare that you're not, or to feel that you're unworthy, or to feel that you're lacking something, to feel that you got to fix conditions, right? Byron Katie says this. Byron Katie, who wrote Loving What Is, great spiritual teacher. I'm just someone, when someone asked her, are you enlightened? Right? Are you like the Buddha? Are you enlightened? She goes, I'm just someone who knows the difference, hear this wisdom here, between what hurts and what doesn't. Wow. Separation hurts. And she goes on to say any identity, whether it's Buddha or any other identity, even an enlightened identity, no matter how enticing it may be, understates the truth, since it adds a name to what's already complete. I am is the only name. That's my name forever and ever. Any other identity you take on is going to feel like separation. There's going to be some hurt to it because it's not the true love that you are. Anything limits you. Doesn't matter how enticing it is. Wow, that's powerful. And this is what the client goes on to say. Now I have discovered that I am. It's enough. It's pure, it's perfect, it's simple. Wow. This is her insights. Beautiful. Can you see that transformation there, that she got it, right? And this is what Byron Katie says. This is it right now. It's that simple. Only this exists. This is very similar to what Byron Katie teaches. I love that, right? That how that mirrors that. There's only I am. There's only fulfillment. There's only now. As soon as you think, how do I get there? How do I stay there? You are in the non-reality of separation and fear. This is what she realized. Now we're going to stay tuned to see what the changes in 3D, although it doesn't matter to her anymore. She gets it now. Of course 3D will reflect this knowing, reflect this increased awareness. But remember, as soon as you go to that thought, how do I get there? How do I stay there? You are in the non-reality of separation of fear. You can't get there from there. This really is the ultimate manifesting technique. It's astonishingly simple. Go to that I am. Go to that love that you are. Right? Fear is an unreality. Be love, not fear. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being a part of our Facebook group, the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, and for joining our membership channel. We have a video coming this morning, following this video, that will also be uploaded to the membership channel today, so you can see that. It's a big one. My SP blew up my phone. I will share that. It relates to this idea, this beingness that we're talking about in this video. If you want to join, there's a link below. If you've joined, thanks for joining. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful here in Las Vegas. Until next time, see you soon.